It was interesting that during the service, I think it might have been what you were reading to Fritz, when you said that you think God makes somebody for you. And I have been thinking about that theme whenever I was going to get up and speak today, that truly there's people that are meant for us. And I couldn't think of another person better for you than Fritz, because you're a lot like me, and not just anybody can manage that.
Fritz, when you were little, you were about 5 or 6, you came to me and you said, "Who do you love better, Daddy or me?" And I said, "Daddy." You were so crestfallen. You thought, "This is just terrible. My mother loves my father better than she loves me." And I said, "Can I tell you why?" Yes, you needed to hear why that would be, because he was sure what the answer should have been. And I said, "If your dad and I raised you right, there will be a girl that will come into your life. And when that girl comes into your life, you will not be thinking first of mama. You will be thinking, how can I get that girl to marry me?" And that is, of course, exactly what happened, is that girl walked into your life, and I knew right away this was the one.
I will always cherish our fun times as little kids, like when we'd hide up in the blanket closet and feed each other rotten grapes.
You look so beautiful. Can I come hug you? So beautiful.
I got something for you.
I just want to tell you guys that I'll be praying for you, and that we'll be here to support you in any way we can. My Uncle Paul says that I should go ahead and continue to support you for at least 5 or 6 months so you can get on your feet.
Love, after all, is a choice we make. It's a choice we make to enter into an eternal fellowship and relationship with each other. It's a choice to be present. It's a choice to show up, not just physically, but mentally, relationally, investing in that relationship. Love chooses to be present even when it doesn't want to be. Love chooses to do the hard things. And Maddie and Fritz, before you guys chose to love each other, there were other people, many of them in this room, who chose to love you. Some of them chose to love you before you were even born. From the moment you were conceived, they have loved you with this everlasting love. Your parents, sitting here on the front row, have invested in you. They've poured into you, and their relationship with you has made an impact in your life.
First question, who said "I love you" first? All right, 1 for 1. We're doing good. Number 2, who made the first move?
Strangers, am I wrong? It's feeling right. You make me wonder, could we start a better life? We don't know where it's going, but we ain't going slow. I wanna fall in love tonight. You and I, chasing the sun. I wanna see the silver lights in your eyes. There's a better life. Could it be?
It is my privilege to welcome for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Lowy.
Maddie, you have been a blessing in Fritz's life. You have brought out the best in him, and we have seen a complete change in him for the better. He is more focused, more driven, and more committed than the Fritz who I grew up with. Maddie, you have made him a better man in every sense of the word, and for all that, we're grateful. And it's safe to say you are more patient, no doubt.
Where it's going, but we ain't going slow. I wanna fall in love tonight.
I want to thank you for allowing me to be here and share in you and Fritz's day. Fritz, you better take care of her. Because so very many people will come for you, okay?
This is our firstborn grandchild, and we love her dearly. I just want you to be just as happy as I am with Grandpa. You got that? You got it all, because I've got the best, and I think you do too. And I know you got the best, because Maddie's awesome.
Chasing fly.
As soon as we got him and got him home to our house until you got there, we knew this was going to be an important person in our family. Ed, Judy, you guys have raised a great kid. We love him just like he's part of us, which he is. Maddie, it goes without saying, you know how I feel about you.
They're all sitting there in the other table in other room watching a video game, and Judy and I were busy doing the dishes, and we had a really good view of what was going on over there. And I said to Judy, I said, I think there's some leaning going on. You know, leaning is that when that's an awkward period when the two people, there's obvious attraction, but nobody really wants to admit it yet. Leaning. Well, there was definite leaning. The leaning continued. In fact, the leaning was so good. I'm sure there was more leaning going on when we weren't in the room.
When we met you, like, you were something special. And the rest was history. It's like you guys go together like peas and carrots. I mean, it was just, we knew it was a done deal when we met you guys, or when we met and saw the two of you interact together. And one little thing I want to leave you with is I remember when Maddie, I think you were in academy, you made a list. This is when you were single. You made a list of all the attributes you were looking for in a guy. And you put it somewhere, I'm not sure if you put it, it's in your Bible. And then after she met Fritz, so some time had passed, she found that list again, and she looked at it, she said, Mom, he matches every single one of them. So you are a godsend, and we are so thankful to have you in our family. Like Paul said, it didn't start today. You've been family since the moment we met.
Could it be you and I?
Life can be very arduous at times, but ever since you've entered my life, I've wanted nothing more than to start every day with you and finish it with you by my side, knowing you're all I need to make everything worthwhile. I love you with all my heart.
I promise to love, respect, and trust you. I promise to continue to choose you, Fritz Lowy. And with God's help, I'll be the wife you need, you deserve, and the one you've chosen. I love you so much. I did it. I didn't cry.
You're better than me.
Woo.